Okay, there mid the picture is the one of the other hides that the hunters use, and we swing around past the what's left of the peach grove. Past the Chickasaw plums. Up toward the grape arbor. And there's our road less traveled. Now traveled. So let's slip in here. And it's kind of ironic because I'm always concerned about snakes, and this is right around the location where years ago we actually killed a cottonmouth. We worked all around him the whole morning, and then as we were packing up the trailer to go home, we see his head sticking up, and Dad quickly lopped it off. I said we, right? He killed it. Okay, and so this is the grape arbor, and these are muscadines, I believe. There's a little spider in there somewhere. I don't know if you'll be able to see him. But yeah, this needs a little bit of pruning back as well. Ever since I built the arbor, I've gotten larger and larger yields of stuff, and it is pretty much doing what it was designed to do. I would like to clean it up a little bit. As you can see, that cane in there has gotten some substantial size since I actually put it up there. That's a little unfortunate, but you know, I wanted to get it up and bound up nicely when it was still young and small and pliable. But that's not going to be the case. I could probably still do a better job getting it up there a little bit, but we'll just have to wait and see about it. That's one for the winter. And this is the other one. Not doing quite as well, but you can see one of the canes down here is taking off and going in its own direction. And you can see a bird nest in there. So somebody's making good use of this if I'm not. Alright, so let's just swing on around and take a look and see how the other grapes that I set out earlier this year are doing. Yeah, I kind of figured that they would suffer quite a bit because these are not the best for this climate. And yeah, it looks like they've taken a bit of a pounding. Fortunately, this was a fairly wet season, and they actually got a reprieve from the with all the rain. But as you can tell, the difference between the muscadine grapes, which are pretty much, I guess, probably more native to this area, that it's looking a heck of a lot better than these guys are. But these guys are still green, they're still alive, and once upon a time, those guys looked like they were done for. But a little bit of good fortune and persistence managed to get me that. Okay, and there's the backstop. And my shooting range. I'm not sure I had really big plans, but the ground is really just now drying out to the point where I can come back here with any regularity. I mean, even the dirt road to get back here was still a bit muddy. So big plans, as all plans, may not necessarily work out the way I had planned. So let's take our shortcut through these woods and head on down to the swampy end. There are a lot of bottles and stuff like here from years past. Nice little ditch here to take the runoff down to the creek. I don't know if this is natural or man-made, but there's really no water in here now. It is kind of damp down there, but not muddy. So let's come on through to the other side. I think there's a song about that, isn't there? Okay, so we're coming on around the bend. Isn't that another song? And we're getting pretty close to the black walnuts, which was essentially the main thing that I attempted to plant out here. Spent countless hours trying to get those things to grow during the droughts. And invested quite a bit of physical energy and effort into doing that. Hopefully one of these days I will receive my just rewards for the effort. Okay, all in here as we approach the black walnut stand is my nemesis, the sweet gums. I mean, those things have taken off like crazy. A couple good sized pine trees there. More sweet gums. And of course, the quintessential, always, road blockage. Never fails. I think I've owned this property for about 15 years and not once have I come down here without there being something blocking the road at some point in time that needed to be moved. Yeah, look at all those sweet gums in there. I mean, these things are nasty. And that there is probably the culprit too. I mean, he's kicking out a lot of seeds now. And that's one of those things where you can say a stitch in 9 saves time. I wanted to keep it there when I first opened up this field to plant those black walnuts. I said, nah, leave it there. It'll be okay. And now this thing just spits out those little gumballs like mad. I mean, it's just crazy. I didn't know that much about sweet gums at the time. Not natural practice anyway. Knew about them, but I didn't know how persistent and quickly growing they were in comparison to my black walnuts, which were suffering as new seedlings in this summer swelter of South Carolina droughts year after year. The only thing that saved them was a product. It's like a water gel, and you soak the roots in them, or at least you dunk the roots in them, and it keeps a layer of moisture around your roots for a significant period of time. And I think the water gel was pretty much the only thing that saved these guys. And this is Black Walnut Orchard.